Hello, my name is Dante Renee, and welcome to the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more. Like tonight's film, this is 1981's Hollywood High 2. 1981's Hollywood High 2, and this is the front of the Budget Image Entertainment only way to get this film if it's not on VHS, DVD. It looks like it's sourced from a VHS. Would love to see this on Blu-ray. But on the back of it has a portion of the real poster art from the film, which actually details the real characters of the movie. I got a motorcycle down there. Beautiful poster art. My friend has it on his wall. He got a rare original framed. And this is Hollywood High Part 2. You can see my video for Hollywood High Part 1 on this YouTube page. So this is Part 2, 1981, where summer vacation lasts all year long. We're going to get into this film here, folks. Director Lee Thornburg, it says in the back, and writer Martin Burke. Although in the credits of the film, it looks like there's multiple directors. So I have some notes written here, so you're going to see my eyes divert. I got tons of notes here, and we're about to take a journey into an R-rated epitome of a teen film, teen exploitation, teen sex comedy. This is just, it's early 80s, so you're getting amazing 70s world and the oncoming amazing 80s world as well. Let's get into this film, folks. Just love this film, and for many, many reasons that I'm going to share with you here on this video. Well, first off, we have a theme song for the film, a song that actually has Hollywood High in the lyrics of the song, and it has a real school sound, like a song that a school would write for the students to sing, and then all of a sudden it turns into like a 50s rock song. So really, really cool. There are true Hollywood vibes in this movie, meaning it's all filmed in Hollywood, California. The side streets, suburban streets, Hollywood Boulevard, Hollywood High School, actually, as well. And it says in the opening credits that the soundtrack band that performed the music in the film is called Entrance. And there is wall-to-wall music in this movie, and it's awesome. We kind of have, this vibe in here where we have, kind of the old teacher versus the young students, and a theme where the old people, they don't know. And then that's what the teens think, and then the old person to the teens completely has forgotten about the fact that they were one-day teenagers, and that the teenagers are just completely annoying to them, and they don't know. They're both saying to each other they don't know, but for totally different reasons. We have some kind of jolly piano rock in here as well. We have lesbian teachers, and interestingly enough, these lesbian teachers are pretty open-minded and in their sexuality, and in a way they're almost looked down upon, which was very interesting. We have the teen fun versus the chaste nerd with a secret. We have lots of marijuana in the film. We have some 80s video game synth music in here, which is amazing. The real Hollywood High. And a big piece of the storyline is the main teen group, which is filled up with boyfriends and girlfriends paired up, versus the local town cop. Yes. And they are it's just a total fuck you to the cop, and they'll say it to him, they give him the finger. It's a total fuck you to the cop, and you kind of have that, not only are the teens saying about the teachers, they don't know, they're saying about the cop, he doesn't know either. And kind of exposing hypocrisy on their teachers and authority figures like police officers as well. And there's like kind of the cop is dumb humor, humor at his own expense. As a matter of fact, the only kind of slapsticky type and kind of humor vibes in the film are because of that cop, being so dumb. We have synth rock, electric guitar music in here as well. Convertible driving. In bikinis and drinking beer and dumping beer out of the convertible while they're driving. Great driving shots in the film from the sides. And we kind of have a lot of variety in the girls in Hollywood High Part 2, where we have kind of a thick girl, a skinny girl, a redhead, a brunette, a blonde, pigtails, lots of variety in the film, and variety in body type and in vibes. Love them all, particularly the redhead. Her name is Ginger in the film, actually. We got flip-flops in this movie. 80s pop is in this film. There is making out on the beach, and the words faggot are used. The word fuck is used a lot in this film. There's a lot of bad language in this film, and I make note of that because I find it so refreshing and unique, because a lot of times in teen sex comedies from the 70s and 80s, you actually don't have a lot of coarse language, and there's a lot of coarse sexual language in here as well. Hollywood High Part 2 really stands out for many reasons, including the foul language, which is great. We have sexually harassing cops in this film. We have teens getting arrested. We have disco music. We have this great shot of all the students, getting out of school, running down the steps. You can almost hear Alice Cooper's School's Out playing, for Dazed and Confused by Richard Linklater. Interesting work with focus when a scene ends. I thought that was some interesting shots where it goes out of focus all of a sudden. We have a bonfire on the beach at night at a place called Paradise, a secret place that one of the guys found. A quote that one of them says is, basically what matters is food and pussy. I told you. They play a game, or somebody mentions a game where weenies are found in buns. S&M is mentioned. And the interesting thing is that music moves from genre to genre like a radio is playing over the film. And interestingly enough, I think about at least 2 times, characters in the film will turn on a radio. Even next to a Mickey Mouse phone, will turn on a radio. And there's a Mickey Mouse clock in here as well. I'm sorry, no, there's a Snoopy phone. I think it's a Snoopy phone and a Mickey Mouse clock. When they turn on a radio, that's when the soundtrack song will start. So a couple times that happens. We have walking on the beach in this film, and the lyrics for the songs in this film will be about what is actually happening in the scene. Walking on the beach, playing on the beach, love on the beach. It's so cool. And this Hollywood High 2 is a prime example of the epitome and the core of why I love teen sex comedies, why I love teen exploitation sex movies like this, where the plot is what they're doing. They're walking on the beach. They're playing on the beach. Listen to my notes for this film as I go through this YouTube video. Okay, that is the essence of the film. That is the plot of the film. That is the style of the film. That is the substance of the film. Where now they're going to do drugs. Now they're going to have sex. Now they're going to go to the pool. Now they're going to go on the beach. They're going to go back to the beach again. We're going to have a party that night. And we have a couple storylines moving through that. But the storyline is really what they do in a couple days. That's the storyline. Without any needed meaning or for the story or anything else, we're going to watch them play on the beach. We're going to watch them do that. We're going to watch them do that. We're going to watch them do that. Because I said this before, Hollywood films are not like that. You'll spend 2 seconds of somebody on the beach, unless there's a reason for it. But the beauty of this subgenre of teen sex comedies is that they'll focus on people doing things that we would look at if we were on the beach or if we were traveling to California or something like that. So let's continue. We also have people taking photography on the beach, pictures on the beach. And you're really just focusing on this group walking on the beach with music. We have some quick point of view shots in the film. We have old time suspense guitar music in the film, and underage sex with a police officer with secrets. We have moaning in this teen sex comedy. We have full nudity from a girl in this film, and tons of topless nudity, but one scene of full nudity and a little bit of guys' butts. With the language and the sexuality of the film, much more intense than your typical R-rated teen sex comedy, definitely. We have a montage of a sex scene with quick cutting, which was very, very cool. The word pussy is used a lot in this film. We even have a quote where somebody says, "dirty little shits." Crazy. We have fast motion in this film in a couple sequences, and even sped up music as well, to couple with that there. Middle fingers to the law. Fuck you. It's in the film a couple times here, really focusing on the middle fingers. The characters say, "Hey, let's cruise Hollywood Boulevard at night." And then we go with them, and they cruise the boulevard at night. Keep your eyes open. You'll see some the Chinese theater, but you'll see some signs for the film Altered States, the band The Dead Kennedys. You'll see ads. You'll see the movie Eyes, The Eyes of a Stranger, I believe by Wes Craven. So keep your eyes out for some of the movies that are showing and such. And then they ask, "What will we do tonight?" Well, we're going to go with them as they ask that question. That is the theme of the film. What do you want to do? That's the theme of the film. True teen realism and reality, almost in a documentary type of way. But without the justification of a typical documentary, oh, because they're doing this, we got to get it, and there'll be something juicy in there. No, the juice is just in the common day-to-day what they're going to do. There's cop revenge with photography. Yes. There's some cruising of the school parking lot. There is a cop chasing teens in a car chase with synth orchestrated bass feels, which is really a weird song for a car chase. And great sideways, again, shots of cars driving. Let's go down the strip and see what's going on. That's what they say. And they say, we got to do something. What is there to do? We got to do something. We got to do something real good tonight. Hey, did you bring any grass or beer? They mentioned Joe Perry, the guitarist of Aerosmith. They mentioned the movie The Devil and Miss Jones in a way to kind of get their partner horny. The talking in this film really feels real, like it wasn't scripted, some of it, like it was improv. And we have a piece of the storyline where the main house that we spend all of our time in, the girl's parents are gone for 3 weeks. Oh, that's enough time to get really crazy. And they kind of say, part of the storyline of the film, with part of the theme of the film, they're kind of like, "Oh, where did your parents go?" And like, I don't know where they went. Who cares where they went? All that matters is right now. Beer drinking and topless beer drinking. Topless swimming. Slow motion swimming. Slow motion topless underwater swimming. Some amazing underwater photography in this film. Hot tub with grass and weed. Or that is weed. A hot tub with marijuana and toplessness. There's a section of the film where they're doing everything topless. It's totally legit. And it's really sexy, and the girls look great, and their attitudes and everything. And when you see a scene where a girl's answering the phone topless, you know you're watching the right film. And the girls are like, we need guys here at the pool. Where are our boyfriends? We don't want to have lesbian sex with each other. Where are our guys? And there's this great quote a guy says where he said, that the one of the girls says to the guy, "We thought we'd feed you before we fucked you." There's dancing at the pool. They start to put on some music and we watch them dance at the pool. There's reflections of their dancing in the pool water, in the pool rippled water. Then they have a barbecue at the pool. And it really, I gotta say, I really asked myself the question: are they really partying? You know, in the film, are they really smoking weed? Are they really drinking? I mean, they're definitely eating. They were definitely because there's a whole section in here where they're eating, and they're barbecuing and eating, and you're kind of wondering, was that their lunch break? You know, for the filming? You know, it's very interesting. And there's one of the girls says this quote: "You know, we have beautiful young bodies," and alluding to why not take our clothes off. And there's a kind of another theme of the film. It's really, why worry about tomorrow? You know, we got to focus on tonight. We got to focus on tonight. We have, softcore sex sequences at the house, and the girls are topless in the film, but you can really see their asses through their bottom bikini bottoms or panties. A lot of times it's riding into their ass crack, so they have thongs on, or it's falling down. So lots of butt focus in Hollywood High Part 2 as well, and the girls have great butts, all different shapes and sizes as well. We use the word cock a lot in this movie. And then they basically say, let's go to the beach after our night party that we had and the hangover that has ensued. Let's go to the beach. Let's get in the convertible and let's go back to the beach again. And there's really this essence of real time in this film. You know, daytime to nighttime to they wake up and to continue again. And when they wake up, it reminded me a little bit of Beach Girls, when they wake up after the monstrous party at Uncle Carl's house, Uncle Carl's beach house. And so they were all kind of laying all over the place, and you seeing their butts and the girls' butts and everything. So it was a really, really kind of wild scene there. A girl asked, "Has anyone seen my bathing suit?" And we have some slow piano nostalgic ecstasy in the music as well. One of the guys says, "Let's go study the sand." And from there, they play on the beach. They play with a football. I think there might have been a frisbee. And that's studying the beach. We get 70s synth rock with awesome bass lines. Songs about the beach lyrically, and a dog all of a sudden jumps in the games. Don't know where this dog came from, but now they're all playing with the dog, and it's a lot of fun, and it's jolly, and it's good-natured, and just crazy. We have fireworks being set off in a classroom during class. Don't forget that HCl in your chemistry class actually stands for high class lay. I don't know if you knew that. We even have a teacher taking male students for some after-school tutoring. And there is a mystery about that. We see the guy, everyone's studying in the film, and we have this very interesting gender issue in Hollywood High Part 2 where guys don't do as well in school. Guys need to study more. Girls do it better than guys. They do school better. They study better. And so as a result of this gender role, as a result of guys not studying enough, that opens them up for another piece of the storyline involving some wild sexuality. We have some Asian vibes to some of the music in this film as well, and a mystery sex room with flowers on the wall, and you never go beyond those flowers. It almost reminded me a bit of the mysterious hall towards the main witch in Suspiria. Yes. Great overhead shot. I believe it was in the dining room with the chandelier. A great overhead shot there. One of the coolest houses ever in Hollywood High Part 2. Sunken living room, couches everywhere, jacuzzi, pool. It just looked awesome. I wonder whose house it was. I wonder if it's still there and who lives there and if they know that Hollywood High Part 2 was filmed there. But it's just the best 70s, 80s house ever. We get some really high diving action, I think, out of one of the house windows into the pool. And it looked pretty damn dangerous. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of dangerous looking activity that the actors are doing in this film, and it just kind of represented their carefree mentality. Probably they probably weren't scared of getting hurt. They were young and they wanted to have fun, and you can sense that because that's the vibe of the whole film. But it also seems like it was the vibe behind the scenes as well in this movie. We have a storyline of black male trading in the film. We even have some organ music synth in the music as well, and a wild, abrupt ending to the film about what it takes to graduate. This is Hollywood High Part 2. This cover has nothing to do with the film. These are modern girls. This is a modern cover. I don't know why they put this on here. I'm not sure, but this is a piece of what the real poster art looks like, and you can look it up yourself. There's much more available online for Hollywood High Part 1, much less for the sequel. And this movie is really, to me, the epitome of the beauties of the teen sex comedy genre, where the substance of the film is just doing stuff. Teens, school, the beach, California, baby. This was 1981's Hollywood High Part 2. Love it. Thank you so much for watching the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page, where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more, like Hollywood High Part 2. Yeah, awesome stuff. Please feel free to check out my own personal films by Googling Apartment 1014 Films. Thank you so much, and good night.